Hey, what's up, guys? Just gonna make another video here. I should have shown this one. You know, all my videos I've kind of made. I made a couple individual ones, but mostly was just showing my whole collection. And maybe I have so many cars, I should just go through them one by one and just kind of, show you them up close and tell you what I think about them. This car is probably, in terms of detail, one of the best I have, and you'll see why shortly. This is a Porsche 936. This is from 1977, the 24 Hours of Le Mans winner. Again, Jackie Ickx and Hurley Haywood drove this car. This is by TSM, True Scale Miniatures. Yeah, I was looking for this for a while, and they are expensive. And then I found a guy on Kijiji, here where I live in Toronto, and he wasn't asking nearly what people online were asking. They were asking, $350, $450 for it. I ended up getting this for $200, and I got to tell you, it is, in terms of detail, it is absolutely amazing. A lot of the models I've shown you, sorry guys, this is just on one of the Spark bases, so don't pay any attention to the writing on it, but just so I can kind of swivel it around and show you. Spark stuff is amazing. It looks ultra detailed, which is great, but everything is sealed on it. When you get something by Autoart or these here by TSM, I'm going to show you why I love this car. Give me one sec here. I'm going to show you. When you start taking it apart and you get to actually see the true detail of how amazing this car actually is. One sec, let me try to get this off and not break anything. There we go. Now you get to see what a 936 actually looks like, without anything on it. You can actually see where the driver sits and all of the air ducting and the detail of in the cockpit here behind the wheel. Absolutely incredible. And like, take a look, my shadow's in the way. Take a look at the detail on this engine with the intercooler there, and then here with the fan on top and your fuel pumps, and you got your two intake inlets over here for the turbo. Comes down, goes into the turbo, then routed through the intercooler into the engine. You have the little exhaust there on the exhaust portion of the turbo. But in terms of detail, I don't really think I own anything else that comes close to this. Like, when you see it in person, like it is so realistic. The detail on it is absolutely incredible. Definitely one of my favorites, to be honest, just because to have the ability to kind of take everything off and see what's under the skin of this thing that won in 77, it is incredible. So sorry about my shadow that just keeps getting in there, but absolutely amazing model. So just wanted to show you what the TSM Porsche 936 looks like and what you can do with it, which is really nice versus some of the newer stuff that's all sealed. It's like a one-trick pony. You put it down, it looks good, stare at it from a distance or in a glass showcase, but if you kind of like to get in there and see some of the details and stuff, you can't really do that with the newer stuff. Everything is going more sealed, where the older models, what's kind of nice is that you can actually really get in there and take a look and see everything for what it is, all the detail and stuff. So absolutely insane. And look at that right here. That little dial there that they would be able to crank to increased boost pressure on the turbo. 1 bar, 1.5 bar. You needed a little bit more performance out of the engine on the straight. You could turn that little knob and crank up the boost pressure on the wastegate of these things, and it was absolutely incredible. No wonder Porsche dominated back then as well as now. They've always been, in so many ways, a step ahead everybody else. That's one thing that's great about that company, is that you know, they go with the flow. You know, they're always upgrading their technologies and staying right on the forefront of engineering of the future, which we've now seen with the Porsche 919, and now they're going into electric racing as well. So anything these guys touch or want to master and be superior in, they're always able to do it. And that's the greatest thing about Porsche, and that's why I have such a huge respect and love for these cars. Part of it too is that my dad worked for the company growing up. He worked for Porsche Canada. So that's why, if you guys wondering why you only have Porsches, well, you know, I grew up with these cars on the driveway. Primarily in those days, when I was a kid, it was more the 928, the 944 Turbo. Then he ended up bringing, the 964, 968. And when I was a kid, when my dad would bring home the 930 Turbo, that was a real treat to go in that thing. I just remember him coming home one day with one that was modified. It had 600 horsepower in that thing and shot flames out on the driveway when he would rev it up. And I just remember going for a drive in that thing and absolutely being blown away. It was one of the craziest moments when I was a kid, being in an extremely fast car. And I think ever since those days, it's kind of stuck with me, just the love for the brand and for speed in general. So, but anyways, guys, just wanted to show you the 1/18 scale Porsche 936 by TSM. If you guys really like it and you're willing to spend the bucks on it, I think it is worth it. Grab it. But as I said, if you try to find them on eBay or anywhere else, $350 to $450. If you find them less than that, you're lucky. But pretty awesome model. So anyways, guys, thanks for watching. Take care. Bye.